What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tyler _TCG back at it again with round 2 of Locals. And without further ado, let's hop right into the action. We are going to see me on the left, once again piloting Dracoslayers, but I'm playing the Zephyr build of this deck, and I'm going to be facing against JT on the right, and he is playing Ishizu Tearlament. So without further ado, let's hop right into the match. Now, normal summon with starting with Match Spectre, Raccoon Bambuku, able to search out a copy of Majesty Pegasus Dracoslayer, is just your bread and butter combo. I remember opening rather well, and my opponent just didn't open any form of disruption for my combo, and I think I just pop right. Yeah, I see the Ignis Phoenix in my hand, and I just have full combo now. So I scale up the Majesty Pegasus, and then I scale up the Ignis Phoenix, proccing the effect of the Majesty Pegasus, search out a Luster Pendulum Dracoslayer. Now I'm going to pop the Ignis Phoenix, and then trigger the Ignis Phoenix effect to special summon a Dracoslayer from the deck and treat it as a tuner. I don't remember which one I went for exactly in this instance. Maybe I think I went for maybe like a Dynamite. Oh no, I went for another copy of Luster. What I should have done there is I should have went for Majesty Pegasus, search out a field spell, and discard one. Yep, and there we go. We're activating the Zephyrath, and then we're going to trigger Zephyrath's effect to send a Zephyr monster from the deck to the face of extra deck, and then copy its scale. So sending Zephranu here to make it scale 7, so this way I can then Pendulum summon out the Zephyr Nui, and then search out the counter trap Zephyr Divine Strike for an extra form negation. So now here we go. Link summoning to Beyond the Pendulum, paying the 1,200 life points, searching out a Pendulum monster for my deck. I believe I went for Harmonizing Magician here. Yeah, there's a Harmonizing Magician being added to my hand now, and I'm going to allow my opponent to cut them for a Pendulum summon. Now, the Zephyr build of this deck, I think, is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. And now, what am I thinking about doing? Probably proccing, and yeah, here we go. Pendulum summon. I'm going to summon the Harmonizing Magician, the Luster from my hand, as well as the Ignis Phoenix, and then the Zephyr Nui. And now I'm going to proc some effects here. I'm going to go Chainlink 1, Zephyr Nui, Chainlink 2, Harmonizing Magician, grabbing the Zephyr Divine Strike, and then Special Summoning Magician from the deck. The hero is processing, because I knew my opponent was on a Ishizu tier. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to make the Baron Defleur or just make the Abyss Dweller and just call it a game there. I think over my better judgment, I go for the Purple Poison Magician now to make the Abyss Dweller, and then I can just stop all my opponent's graveyard effects, and I still have the ability to end on the Crazy board. So here we go, taking the Harmonized Magician as well as the Purple Poison Magician, overlaying them into an Abyss Dweller. Now here we go, syncing with the Ignister into Ignister Paladin with the Luster and the Ignis Phoenix. So now I'm going to proc the effect of Ignister to summon a Dracoslayer from the deck. Grabbing the Majesty Pegasus here, Majesty Pegasus proccing its effect to search a field spell because it was summoned off the effect of a Dracoslayer. So now I think I go for, it's that Secret Village. Yeah, I go for the Secret Village Spellcasters. This way I don't get like super polyed for the whole board, and then just cry myself to sleep. And I have to discard a card here. I think I discard the copy of Skullcrobat Joker that I have in my hand, just thinking of future follow-up plays. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best discard here, because I could also I'd be careful here because I don't want to trigger my opponent's Bystials if he's playing the Bystial cards, because they don't provide a lot of interruption for the Pendulum deck. It's just different. So yeah, I do discard the Perform Pal Skullcrobat Joker, not really fearing my opponent having the Bystial monster in his hand, and I think I'm trying to figure out what to do with these two now. I could either make the Dynastor Contact Fusion guy, or I could have made IP Masquerena, but since you only really use the Dynastor if you want to make a Hope Harbinger, and I'm already ending on Secret Village of the Spellcaster, so there's really no point in me making the Hope Harbinger for a spell negate if my opponent can't activate spells. So I think I opt to make just IP Masquerena here, to link it to a Selene or possible Unicorn. Yep, there is the IP Masquerena now. And I'm just going to end my turn by activating the Secret Village of the Spellcaster, setting the Divine Strike, and just keeping one card in my hand, which I believe was Dynamite. And I see my opponent drawn to a Tearlament Suliak. And now I've activated the Abyss Dweller here to negate the effects of all graveyard effects. I see he opened instant. Yep, and there is, he just scooped. He had 3 Tier Element monsters in his hand: a Diviner the Herald, Tearlament Suliak, and a Instant Fusion. So the Instant Fusion really going to get him nowhere. His Tier Element effects we're going to proc now. So now going into game 2 now, I believe I opted to side in copies of Dark Ruler No More, Lava Golem, as well as Even the Match. So the reason I thought about putting in copies of Dark Ruler No More, because I can't OTK when I activate it, but the thing is, I'd rather have my opponent's board be cleared rather than OTK and just establish more of a control match. Because Tier Elements can set up a very, very big board of just multiple negates and interruptions on my turn. Whereas if I use Dark Ruler No More, I don't have to worry about the Root Close, I don't have to worry about the Sprite Elf, I don't have to worry about anything else they're attempting to do, because I'm already they're on a Dark Ruler No More and they can't activate monster effects. And the only thing that Dark Ruler No More loses to in this situation is Tier Element's Crime. But luckily, I tried to board in so many multiple copies of cards that will just stop Crime in its tracks. And I know in this game 2 coming up, it was very, very difficult, because I didn't draw the best hand. And another big thing I have a problem with when I'm noticing the more I play this deck, I have a hard problem trying to figure out what I want to side out because I don't want to side out too many combo pieces. I think I often take out a lot of the Zephyr cards. Like I take out one copy of Zephyrath, one copy of Zephyr Providence, one copy of Oracle Zephyra, and I take out the Zephyr Divine Strike. So in reality, I can optimally just take out the entire Zephyr engine itself and just play pure Dracoslayers with no Bystials or anything, just pure Dracoslayer, attempt to control the board, OTK. The fun part about just having the Zephyr cards in the deck is just to have the Zephyr Divine Strike to not lose to like copies of Evenly Matched or like Dark Lunamore on my opponent's side. So that's why I opted to change up the build to the Zephyr build. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not really crazy about the Zephyr build. Like, it's a good build, don't get me wrong. Like, if you do want to see what the Zephyr cards can do, you definitely see them in this matchup. And I will also be posting the deck profile this week. Because I do enjoy the Zephyr cards a lot. They help add an extra form of negation, like I said, in Zephyr Divine Strike, and optimally make sure pendulum scales a little better with Zephyrath being able to send Zephrani to make a scale 7, and just be able to pendulum some cards like the Oath Dragon, like the one copy of Oath Dragon Magician I play, or pendulum some of the Zephrani to get the search effect, and just a whole bunch of different cool plays. Like I was thinking about playing some different, like maybe a rank 6 in the deck because I was playing 2 Zephyr Nui at the time, but I did opt to cut out 1 copy of Zephyr Nui. But this game 2 was, if I remember, it was pretty rough. I believe I opened 2 copies of Dark Lunamore and evenly matched a Master Pendulum Dracoslayer. Yeah, so your Master Pendulum, Lava Golem, Dark Lunamore. Yeah, I didn't draw optimal, unfortunately. I just needed any other monster to do anything. I just couldn't find it. And then my opponent starts off with the Terraforming here, being able to add the Prime Evil, the Primitive Planet, whatever card. But yeah, so yeah, two copies of Dark Lunamore, 1 copy of Lava Golem, and evenly matched. Normally, it would have been really good if my opponent was able to set up the insanely crazy board that Tearlament Sprite can do, because I would have been able to, like, Lava Golem, the Root Colors, and something else, and then drop the evenly matched to bait the Crime or something. Or I would have, if he did make the crazy board, I would have baited with, like, Dark Lunamore. I would have started with Dark Lunamore to bait, and then activate the second one if it gets gated, and then here we go. The search off of the Primitive Planet will be the Tearlament's Hobness here, just trying to be able to negate any monster effect that not negate, interact with any monster effect I choose to activate, like might be on the Pendulum or the Majesty Pegasus. But it seemed very strange. I see copy, yeah, he also had a copy of Anti-Spell Fragrance, so that was just such a hard thing to out for me, guys. I believe the next thing he does is just, there's the normal summon of Merly, triggering the Merly effect to mill 3 cards. And it looks like we're sending Scream and 2 Screams, so unfortunately not the best mills for JJ. I believe he adds, there's the Tearlament Sulliek, just have another form of monster negation. Actually, he's trying to think about what he wants to take. But he doesn't know how bad my hand is. I'm sitting there thinking, I need to top deck probably a Majesty Pegasus to have any chance of playing the game. Because if I hit the Majesty Pegasus, I would have been able to search something. Would have been able to search, like, Sky Iris. And looks like he's going to instead add Tearlament's Crime. I just have to reread the card real quick. I need to make sure he controls a Tearlament monster just in case he was able to get another monster onto the field. And then I can just Lava Golem it away and turn off the Sulliek as well as the Crime. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this Dracoslayer deck, guys. It actually got top 16 of the last YCS, and we're just going to see JJ set 2 and pass, which is not often what you want to see. I believe I drew into a copy of, I drew into Ignis Phoenix. I knew my combo was good to go off now. I just had to play around the 2 negates that I knew about. I knew about the Sulliek, I knew about the Crime, and I knew about the Sulliek, so I assumed that those were the 2 cards he had set. I'm surprised he just didn't decide to shotgun the Anti-Spell Fragrance, or if he didn't decide to set it, which is definitely a very strange choice, because, like, the second you set Anti-Spell Fragrance and activate it, I have to have the evenly match in my hand, or possibly the Cosmic Cyclone, but I was not playing Cosmic Cyclone in this side deck. I had to take it out for the 3 Dark Lunamores, as well as something else I don't remember. And we're going to see me, that is Dark, I'm activating the Dark Lunamore to try and bait out the, the Crime, and then there it is, triggering the Anti-Spell Fragrance. Now I kind of just can't play the game unless I decide to, like, normal summon something and attack. Which in reality I could have done. I could have normal summon, and then, there's me activating the evenly match now, triggering, being negated by Crime, shuffling back the evenly match into my deck, and then he's just going to discard the Hobness. Now he'll be able to play. Using the Hobness effect to fusion summon into Kick Close, and I believe I'm about to scoop it up here because I know I just can't play or have any lines to play. So, what I should have done there is, I probably should have just, like, normal summoned something. Probably should have normal summoned, like, the Ignis Phoenix to attack into the Merly. That way I just keep him off the Tearlament monster, because I don't think he had anything else in his hand. I believe JJ bricked, which is unfortunate, but I don't really know what I was thinking here. I should have activated the Scale first, I think, just to try and bait something, and then, there goes add the Rhino Heart now, and I believe I passed. So there's the Kick Close. I don't know why exactly the Kick Close was sent here off of the Rhino. Oh, no, it's JJ's turn now. I believe I passed. For some reason, the Kick Close is going to Graveyard. It shouldn't be in Grave, but I don't remember why, unless I just missed his turn. unless I miss me just passing the turn here, letting him draw for turn. But I believe I'm about to scoop up after those insane 5 mills. I believe he hit a Keldo. Yeah, it was Keldo, Sheeran, Suliek. Yeah, he just... Kelbeck, sorry. He hit 3 insane mills, and I'm just going to mill 5 cards here. Seeing both my Majesty Pegasus and 2 Bambukus go down is not what I want to see. Because I know I'm not dead because I have a copy of Lava Golem just to be able to break his board. It's just I have to play around the anti-spell, which I was hoping to top deck another copy of Evenly Matched, possibly to clear the board and just make it so I can play, because the less cards I put him on, the better. So if I'm able to evenly match the board, I assume he keeps the anti-spell up, and I just keep normal summoning monsters and just keep attacking. He did have a Herald of the Orange Light for any monster negate, and he just needed a fairy. So yep, there we go. We see me scoop it up, and we are going to hop right into game 3. This was a rather quick match, guys. 17-minute match. I was able to just play this match to the best of my ability. Now I'm going to take out all 9 cards I decided. I'm taking out the 3 Lava Golems, the 3 Dark Lunar as well as 3 evenly matches. Because I'm opting to go first here, and I just want to be able to set up the same board that I did game 1, where I could just set up the Abyss Dweller plus the IP Masquerade, the Secret Village, the Spellcaster with Beyond the Pendulum, and hopefully the Zephyr Divine Strike. And I remember going into this game, I didn't open bad. I opened a very strange hand, where I opened, like, a copy of Zephyrath, and I had to do something weird where I, like, searched the Beyond the Pendulum. I had to search the Zephyr Nui, which is definitely something you don't want to do, is search the Zephyr Nui off the Beyond the Pendulum. Or I honestly could. No, I know what it is. I believe I drew into the Zephyr Divine Strike in my opener. So I was thinking to myself, okay, I now drew the card I want to search. So how am I going to optimally adjust my board and adjust my searching with it? Because now there's no point in really searching Zephyrath unless I want to search a copy like Zephyr Providence or Oracle of Zephyr, which I really didn't want to do because the only card I really want to search off of it is the Zephyr Divine Strike. So I wasn't mad about opening it. I was thinking, okay, I could just search something completely different. But the issue was I need to get something in my face of extra deck to fully get the advantage of the Zephyr Divine Strike. Because the Zephyr Divine Strike says when your opponent activates a spell, trap effect, or a monster effect, I can just banish a Zephyr card face up from my extra deck and just negate the effect and destroy it. So I need to get a Zephyr card in my extra deck to do so, and how did I do it? I don't remember exactly, but we're about to find out. I believe I searched out Zephyrath with Beyond the Pendulum, and I used like a possible Baron to Flare to pop it to get it into the extra deck, which was honestly a heads-up play by me. I didn't think about that line, and I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute, this line is fantastic, because like, it requires minimal resource to do. I just pop this Zephyr Nui, and then I have the Divine Strike turn on, which is just how I just win this game. And now here we go, going into game 3 now. I open Harmonizing, Ignis, match. Yep, oh my gosh, I drew so insane, guys. I drew Bambuku plus Harmonizing plus Ignis and Dynamite. Starting off with the Bambuku is always the best card to open in this matchup. So now I go I go search for the Majesty Pegasus. I don't know why I'm looking at my hand, because I think I'm trying to figure out what I want to search off of the Beyond the Pendulum. So here I go. Add the Majesty Pegasus to my hand. Now I'm going to activate the Majesty Pegasus plus the Ignis Phoenix, and then proc the search effect, just like in game 1. Gosh, guys, I really do encourage you guys to try this deck. Very, very low budget. Doesn't require a lot of money to build. Very cheap cards, and just overall a very fun deck. My coach Zach Butler was talking about how he wants to try this deck out too. So we're going to see me search the Luster Pendulum, the Dracoslayer off of this Ignis, off the Majesty Pegasus. Now I'm going to opt to pop the Ignis Phoenix, trigger the Ignis Phoenix effect to search to special a tuner from my deck, unless I choose to not optional pop. But I should definitely be popping here. There's no reason for me to not pop yet. Pop the Ignis Phoenix, trigger the Ignis Phoenix effect. I believe I went for Master Pendulum in this situation, or I go for the Majesty Pegasus because I want to search something. Most often you want to, if you don't have a Luster Pendulum in rotation, you often want to search a special Luster Pendulum off the Ignis Phoenix, but if you do have access to the Luster Pendulum, like off the search off the Majesty Pegasus, you are more than welcome to just search any other target in the deck. I believe I summoned Majesty Pegasus here. Or is that Ignis Phoenix? No, I'm really thinking about this play hard, because I know I don't want to, I want to minimize the amount of resource I'm using, because I don't want to play into like a Nibiru, the Primal Being, because that's just one card that can obviously just shut this down. This deck requires definitely a lot of thinking, guys. There are just so many cool lines and roads you can take just to get your full combo set up. Yeah, and I go for, here comes Majesty Pegasus. Majesty Pegasus proccing effect now to search a field spell. There's the, best card. Honestly, one of the best cards in my deck right now. Secret Village of the Spellcaster, just being to stop all these good spell cards, like Super Polymerization, Triple Tactics Talent, Instant Fusion, the Pellerino, the Terraforming. And I'm trying to figure out what I discarded here. Oh, I forgot to discard, so that was a misplay by me, guys. I'm very sorry. I did forget to discard a card off the Majesty Pegasus. So what I was going to discard here, what would I have discarded here? I think I would have discarded, honestly, the Dynamite from my hand, unless I changed it, right? I'm just big misplaying, guys. I'm very sorry. I was supposed to discard here. So I would have discarded the Dynamite Power Load from my hand, so it would have just gotten me, it wouldn't have punished me that bad, honestly. I would have just penduled something else from my extra deck. Yeah, it wouldn't have honestly made that much of a difference if I remembered to discard. I don't know why I keep forgetting this effect. And then here we go, Pendulum Summoning, proccing the Harmonizing Magician now to special summon the Oath Dragon Magician from my deck. and then just opting to make a Baron Defleur, because I now figure out the line to make get the Zephyr Divine Strike online. So yep, there we go. Make the Baron Defleur now. Baron Defleur is going to, I don't believe I popped it yet. I think now I'm going for a copy. Yep, there we go. Synchro Summoning now for the Ignister Prominence. Activating Ignister effect to summon from my deck. From the deck, I'm going to grab, yep, there it is, the Dynamite. So now I believe I just end on Abyss Dweller Pass with the Zephyr Divine Strike after I pop it with the Baron Defleur. And I believe, yeah, because, so if I discarded the Dynamite Knight there, I wouldn't have had an extra body. I would have had to Pendulum something. So I wouldn't have been able to make the Abyss Dweller, I believe. I believe that's where the misplay would have happened. I wouldn't have been able to summon the Abyss Dweller here, on which we made like an Appaloosa. Yep, there's go. Baron Defleur, popping the Zephyr Nui. And now I'm going to overlay these two monsters to make a copy of, make a copy of Abyss Dweller. Actually, so what I could have done instead, I know what I could have done instead. So activate Secret Village Spellcasters and set the Divine Strike in pass. So I know what I could have done differently. I could use the Ignister effect to pop it and pop the, there we go, activating the Herald. I'm activating the Abyss Dweller here. He's chaining Herald of Orange Light to negate. I'm going to proc the Baron effect to negate. And now he's going to activate Tearlament Scream, which he couldn't even do, to be honest, now that I realize that, because he was under Secret Village of Spellcasters, Normal Summon Diviner, the Herald. So there were two misplays in this game, so I'm now banishing, activating Zephyr Divine Strike, and that is going to be GG's, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next Locals round.